MSC en Land Race. Oké, wat is dit dan?
Wat?
Wat is dit?
Zo'n leuke race.
Oké.
Ik heb alleen een custom dress.
Kut, ik...
Wow, ik weet niet wat ik heb.
Oké, laten we beginnen. Bikes on water. Oh, is het deze?
Beter dat ik een zandjes heb.
Nee. Oh, jij spant weer lekker ster. Die was vorige keer ook zo.
Ja, ik span elke keer zo. Er is aardig wat kracht in haar benen.
Steffi, hoe hou je je motor zo recht?
Ja.
Weet je, waarom ga ik überhaupt moeite doen om hard te gaan? Want, ja, je moet toch zo meteen een...
Iedereen gaat hier toch falen dus.
ja.
Ik deed hem een keer in 1 keer. Dat was best wel beat.
Nou, als Stanley hem niet redt, dan red ik hem al helemaal niet.
Ah, nee, fuck!
Kut.
Oké, mensen. Hier zijn we dan. Bij het beruchte moment van de waarheid. Verdomme!
Killing it. Oeh, kill hem.
Ik zit op een bad, die wil ik niet kunnen nemen.
Hop. De beste was een zandjes.
Ah, fucking hell. Oei, oh wow.
Hey, ik ben er alweer bijna, jongen.
Hey, maar met deze motor kan het echt niet hoor, die ik heb.
Easy. Je moet gewoon niet vol gas geven.
Ja, zeg dat dan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, ga ik het nu halen?
Nee, ik ga ervoor zorgen dat het niet gaat.
Nee, alsjeblieft, nee, Stanley. Oh, het is toch gegeten, ja, deze. Oh mijn god. Oh mijn god, ik ben fucking ver. Oh mijn god, nee. Nee. Oh mijn god.
Je wilt niet winnen, dat wil je.
Oh
Nee,
mijn god.
Oh mijn god.
Oh mijn god. Waarom is de checkpoint zo ver? Oh mijn god. Ik ga het doen. In de eerste keer dat ik zo ver wegkomen. Nee. Giant looping.
Met super.
Oké, jongens, here we go.
Ja, oké, Sean, jij gaat hem dus nooit halen. Sean zal hem niet gaan halen.
Wacht even, hoe moet dit? Wacht.
Hey.
Hoe werkt dit? Oh! Huh? Hoe werkt dit? Oh, moet je daar omhoog?
Sean, telefoon.
Oh, oké, ik zie het al. I see this. Maar ik ga dit wel kunnen halen, toch, Stanley? Oh, fuck. Ja!
Sean. Pak dat.
No baba joke! Nee! Was het bijna, denk ik. Oh! Holy shit, man.
Ik zit omhoog, ik zit boven je.
Wat?
Oh, hello there.
The fuck?
Ik zit met mijn motor klem.
Waar?
Nou, iets achter de looping.
Waarom
Oh.
gaat het niet kapot? Waarom gaat het niet?
Nee, Sean,
Oh shit, wat doe ik?
dat gaat echt wel werken, Sean.
Kom dan, Stanley, kom. Je moet me omhoog lanceren. Dat is ook... Nee, niet langs me. Hey, ik ben eerste geworden. Oh,
Wow.
ik zag het vliegen, man.
Maar waarmee moet je het dan doen? Met een fiets?
Ja, nee, met superauto's. En dat werkt, geloof me.
Lanceer me. Nee, niet schieten.
What the fuck? Ik kom die rem niet eens op, omdat ik...
Nou! Oh,
Ja, je moet heel langzaam die rem doen, omdat je op een of andere manier hier gewoon afdondert.
Oi. Oh, ik ben Sam de gekke stuntman. Oh, ik kom even mooi terecht. Maar dit kan wel, geloof me. Ik heb het heel
Ja,
vaak...
ik was op een keer echt
Ik
bijna.
heb dit heel vaak... Oh, what the fuck?
Wat een fuck?
Oh, wacht, ik ga dit halen. Ja, checkpoint. Bijna. Nee! Ik had hem bijna, man.
Wat is langzaam?
Ik had hem bijna.
Hey! Wat dan bijna?
Jawel, ik had hem ook bijna. En toen ging ik er net
Die
naast.
stiet mij de lucht uit, echt serieus, die is zo gay. Oké, we gaan het even met een
Ja, fuck.
Ik zie opeens iemand uit de lucht flikkeren met een motor.
Hé,
Er
waarom
zit
lukt het nu niet meer?
Er zit een hele kleine bocht in de looping, daarom is hij moeilijk.
Ja, dat heb ik dus daarom vlog, dus zet eruit. Denk ik. Nu kan ik het zelf ook niet meer.
Oké, dat was zo palend die bal in.
Ja, nee!
Jongen.
Nee!
Ik maak dit rare bump.
Nee, bijna weer!
Oh, ik was er ook bijna.
Ik gooi je mechanic bellen.
Dat zou mooi zijn. Wauw.
Tegen wie reek aan? Tegen jou stemmen zeker.
Weet je dat ik het nog echt proberen ook?
Politie, uitkijken, ik zou gaan uitkijken.
Politie, doorrijden, verdomme!
Er zit gewoon een
Waarom wil je mijn
hele
motor?
jump, zo'n minibal.
Laat ik het dan even proberen met jouw motor.
Oh, ik ga niet te snel genoeg. Kan ik...
Echt zo stom, hè? Op een gegeven moment gaat hij gewoon van de zijkant af.
Ja, dat bedoel ik.
Wat is dat kutbochtje? Oh, je ballen, vriend. Oh.
Wat?
Nee, hij viel op de grond en toen knalde hij met zijn ballen op zijn zadel en dat is pijn.
Am I going to make this? Nee.
Zo,
Ik ben even bezig hoor. Ik moest even mijn dingetje doen.
ik heb hem al gehaald. Al lang.
Uitblik. Ik ga op dit modetje. Ik weet niet wat het is. Het is een... Oh, Sanchez. Oh, laat maar.
Cheese. Badum.
Hey, what the fuck? Doe normaal. Oké, maar ik weet hoe je dit moet halen, want ik heb
Nee,
de
ik was
ultieme...
er. Mijn motor maakt een random bocht. Echt gewoon een random. En hij keerde weer om op de looping zelf. Ik had hem gehaald als hij dat nou niet deed. Deze pier, daar staat ook een parkeerplaats hè, met allemaal auto's.
Ja, weet ik.
Ik ga het proberen met een auto van hier.
Oh, hoe kan je dat overleefd hebben? Ik overleef wel heel vaak rare dingen, toch Stanley?
Ja. Ja, nogal. Wat is dit een leuke playlist.
Zag je dat Stanley?
Nee, ik probeer hierop te komen zonder een wheelie te maken. Ja. Jongen, ik zat er aan.
Oh.
Oh. Jongen, ik...
What's up tout le monde, c'est Christophe, je se retrouve pour les breaking news à propos d'une vidéo un peu particulière à laquelle j'avais envie en fait de vous parler spécialement d'un véhicule sur le jeu GTA 5 parce qu'en fait vous savez tous que sur le jeu GTA 5, enfin GTA Online plutôt, il y a la nouvelle mise à jour, la 1.14 et on a environ 7 nouveaux véhicules dont un véhicule un peu particulier que j'avais envie de vous présenter dans cette vidéo là. Il s'agit du Dubsta 666 si je le prononce pas mal et à laquelle je vais vous donner à peu près toutes les caractéristiques et puis après vous donner mon avis personnel sur ce véhicule là parce que c'est vrai qu'honnêtement voilà j'ai quand même une forte impression là-dessus et je trouvais ça plutôt intéressant. Donc je vais dire toutes les caractéristiques à propos de ce véhicule. Vous allez peut-être être choqué pour certains trucs. Donc déjà première chose au niveau du prix, vous avez peut-être dû le voir un peu sur si vous avez un peu visité le site internet depuis votre smartphone pour pouvoir vous le procurer. Il est quand même assez cher à 249 000 $. Donc voilà, donc il peut accueillir aussi jusqu'à 6 passagers. Il n'y a que 4 portes par contre qui sont disponibles sur le véhicule. Ce véhicule là, la Dubsta 666 ressemble en fait à un véhicule déjà qui existe déjà, c'est-à-dire la Mercedes-Benz G63. Je pourrais aussi vous montrer des images sur l'écran. Donc la Mercedes-Benz G63 hein, pour les gens qui veulent un peu rechercher sur le net tout ça pour voir à peu près s'il y a vraiment une ressemblance à laquelle bien sûr Rockstar ne peuvent pas en fait remettre exactement le même véhicule hein, sinon ils vont avoir des problèmes de droit tout ça et donc forcément des fois c'est pour ça des fois dans tous les GTA on retrouve pas exactement les mêmes marques ou alors on retrouve pas les mêmes véhicules au niveau du design tout ça. On retrouve par exemple l'avant d'une Ferrari et le derrière d'une Jaguar par exemple, c'est souvent ça en fait, ils vont couper la voiture en deux et puis faire un côté l'un et l'autre côté l'autre. Voilà, au passage je Je pense que vous devez peut-être entendre les pompiers ou la police derrière. Donc bref, on va continuer avec les petites informations. Donc c'est un véhicule un peu particulier puisqu'il contient 6 roues, un véhicule un peu tout terrain qui vous permettra vraiment d'avoir un accès libre sur les montagnes, sur les collines, tout ça. C'est très agréable, j'ai essayé, franchement. Il a un gros moteur, il a un V12. Je parle pas du youtubeur, ça c'est la blague de merde, voilà. Fallait que je la fasse, je suis désolé. Mais en tout cas, il contient quand même un moteur V12, c'est-à-dire c'est un énorme moteur à laquelle, voilà, il y a quand même une très bonne vitesse et une accélération. Pourtant, c'est vrai que c'est un gros véhicule, normalement il devrait pas être très bon là-dedans, mais en fait c'est le contraire. C'est vrai que c'est grâce à son gros moteur qui lui permet vraiment d'avoir une très bonne vitesse et une très bonne accélération. Par contre, au niveau de la maniabilité, voilà, elle est plutôt faible, c'est plutôt compliqué. Par exemple, pour faire des dépassements, tout ça sur une route, je pense que vous n'allez pas vraiment prendre ce genre de véhicule là pour semer la police, même si ça va être par exemple sur des collines, des trucs comme ça peut être pas mal. Mais par exemple, si tu as l'hélicoptère ou un truc comme ça, voilà, tu es quasiment sûr d'être foutu, parce que le véhicule, même s'il a quand même un assez gros moteur, et bien il a quand même un peu du mal, on va dire, à monter les collines, tout ça. Donc même si c'est assez rapide, ça sera pas assez rapide pour semer que ce soit la police ou des choses comme ça. Donc il a quand même 6 boîtiers de vitesse. Au niveau donc déjà, ce qu'il faut savoir, c'est que le véhicule est plutôt costaud, c'est à dire que c'est pas qu'il a du blindage dès que vous l'achetez. En fait, c'est que en lui-même, voilà, c'est un véhicule qui va falloir mettre un peu plus de balles pour en fait que le véhicule explose ou que le moteur s'arrête. Donc vous allez pouvoir vraiment faire pas mal de dégâts avec ce véhicule là. Vous allez pouvoir par exemple aussi, c'est vrai qu'il est assez puissant, c'est à dire qu'en termes de dégâts, lorsque vous allez faire des collisions, des trucs comme ça, vous allez être souvent, enfin vous avez un gros avantage, quoi, parce que déjà c'est un énorme véhicule et que voilà, vous allez souvent percuter des autres véhicules et que vous allez avoir le dessus. Donc ça aussi pour la police, ça peut être pas mal parce que voilà, vous avez pendant un certain temps vraiment le dessus. Mais pour vraiment semer, pour qu'ils soient complètement perdus, faut pas prendre ce genre de choses. Ça c'est plus un truc du style avec ses potes ou alors carrément visiter un peu ou aller à certains endroits facilement. Ça c'est vraiment un tout terrain. Ça, j'étais vraiment assez choqué. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez de ça, mais moi, enfin, quand par exemple tu montes, je sais pas, des montagnes, tout ça dans GTA avec ce véhicule là, c'est super rapide. C'est à dire que tu vois quand même il y a une très grosse accélération comparé même à des motos, des trucs comme ça qui sont un peu plus lentes. Enfin, ça c'est assez spécial et je trouve ça, franchement, je trouve que que cette voiture en fait finalement, enfin c'est pas vraiment une voiture, en fait moi je le mettrais peut-être dans mon top 5 par exemple, ou voire dans mon top 3 des meilleurs, enfin peut-être pas top 3 mais dans les top 5 meilleurs véhicules. Voilà, merci pour tous les gens, merci de me dire ce que vous pensez, tout ça dans la barre des commentaires. C'est à peu près toutes les informations à propos de ce véhicule là. Au niveau de la customisation, tout ça, je pense que vous pouvez le voir par vous-même, hein, pas besoin aussi de vous préciser. Je pensais que c'était ça les choses les plus importantes. Voilà, donc merci pour tous les gens, merci de mettre un petit j'aime à la vidéo, de me suivre sur ma page personnelle. Merci pour tout, puis je vous dis à la prochaine, ciao ciao, peace out.
So guys, today, as requested, I am going to be showing you how to get any car for free in GTA 5 Online. So this is basically the PlayStation 3 version of how to get any car for free, but this also works on the Xbox 360. So for all you 360 users out there, you can also use this as well. Now at the very end of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the giveaway winners, so make sure you stay tuned just in case you did win if you did enter. And with that being said guys, if you do go on to enjoy, all that I ask is that you leave a like, it really does help me out. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. So the first thing you guys want to do is go into a single player session, and then from there you want to go ahead and get any vehicle that you want to bring in from single player to multiplayer. I would suggest one of the 3 DLC cars, one of the new ones from the High Life, and I would suggest fully upgrading it. But once you guys have got any vehicle that you want to bring in, simply park it anywhere on the map in a relatively good location, and then quick save whilst you are inside of that vehicle. Now once you guys have quick saved, simply press start, go to online and then go into an invite only session, and that will spawn you down into a multiplayer session. Now from there guys, what you want to do is once you have spawned down into multiplayer, you want to walk back over to the position you was just in single player where you have quick saved the vehicle. And as you guys can see, iCrazyTeddy does spawn down in the exact location, and this is iCrazyTeddy's footage guys. Make sure you check him out down in the description below. He was kind enough to lend me the footage as I don't own a PlayStation. But nevertheless, as you can see, iCrazyTeddy is already in the location, but all you guys want to do is simply make sure that your spawn location is set to last location, go to the area where the car was in single player, leave GTA Online, come back to GTA Online, and your last location will have saved. Now once your last location has saved in the exact same spot you was in single player, what you then want to do is press start. Then be prepared, as soon as you enter the PlayStation or Xbox store, as soon as you press A on the very first zoom out, you need to plug out your Ethernet cable, wireless adapter, or disconnect your internet, and then as soon as you guys have done that, simply plug it back in or reconnect your internet. Now once you guys have done that, it will spawn you down into a single player session. Then once you guys have spawned into that single player game, what you then want to do is press start, then go across to game, and then you want to load up the very first game save you did at the very start, the one where you were sitting inside of the vehicle that you want to bring in from single player to multiplayer. Now once you guys have loaded up that game save, it will load you into the game, and as you guys can see, I am sitting in the same vehicle that I was in at the very start. And then from there, what you guys want to do is hold down on the D-pad and select your multiplayer character. But be prepared guys, as soon as you select your multiplayer character, you will get a message that comes up, and from here, you need to be very fast. As soon as you press X, what you then want to do is wait for the very first zoom out once again. As soon as you guys see that very first zoom out, pull out your Ethernet cable or disconnect from the internet once again, and once you guys have done that, wait about 1 second and plug it back in. Now once you guys have plugged it back in, it will then prompt you to sign back into the account you disconnected from, and once you guys have done that, it will then spawn you down into an online session, and from there the vehicle will now have successfully transferred from single player to multiplayer. And once again, this can be done with any vehicle, and then you guys can store this in your garage. As you guys can see, it has now successfully transferred in the exact location. And if you guys want to store that vehicle in your garage, what you then want to do is do an insurance glitch. And if you guys want to know how to do the insurance glitch, I will have a link in the top right corner of the screen via annotation or down in the description below. Make sure you guys check that out, and then that will show you how to store the vehicle inside of your garage. Anyway guys, that is pretty much it for the video. If you did find it hard to follow, as this wasn't my footage, so it is kind of hard for me to commentate, I will have a text tutorial also down in the description below, just in case you guys need it. And without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I may also try to get out a PS3 and Xbox 360 version of this single player to multiplayer glitch, but the signing out method. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to hit the like button down below, and I will try to get that out to you guys. I'm not promising too much, but I will try my hardest. Also, the winners of my giveaway are on your screens right now. I did this a while back, but these two are the winners. I did the randomizer today, and that randomizer video will be out very shortly. But you two guys are the winners. I have now messaged you, so make sure you check your messages and tell me what you want, either for the Xbox or the PlayStation 3. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want to go ahead and follow us on Twitter, you can do so at 2dynamichd. We will answer any of your questions on there, and without further ado, I will see you all in the next video. Everyone, and welcome back. It's Declan here. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get any car for free in GTA 5 Online after the patch 1.14, and this is actually part 1 of a 2-part glitch. Today showing you how to bring single player cars into online after the patch, which means you can pretty much go ahead and get any DLC car from the garages in single player, fully upgrade it, then you can bring them into online. And I'm going to be showing you guys that now, so if you do go on to enjoy today's video, all I ask is that you leave a like down below guys, maybe share the video on your Twitter or Facebook, as it really would help me out. And without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So we're going to jump straight into this right now, and the first thing you guys want to do is go into a single player session and then play as Trevor. Now once you guys have got that sorted, what you then want to do is get any vehicle that you want to bring in from single player to multiplayer, and you want to park it in the parking lot just next to the strip club. Now the good thing about this is all of the Hipster DLC vehicles are completely free in single player, which means you can go to Trevor's garage, which is highlighted orange on the map, get any of the DLC vehicles, then bring them over to the Los Santos Customs and fully upgrade them in single player, then bring them all the way back over to the strip club and park it exactly as I do. As you guys can see, there is the strip club right there located on the map, and you need to park it in the parking space exactly where I do. Now from there, what you will now need to do is make a quick save. So go ahead and bring up your phone, then go to the quick save option, then create a new save in a brand new slot. Now once you guys have got that sorted, you then want to go ahead and get into any random vehicle, it doesn't matter which vehicle you get into, and drive as far away from the strip club as possible. It doesn't really have to be too far, just a good distance away. And then once you guys are a good distance away, what you then want to do is hold down on the D-pad and select your online character. This will now put you into an online session, and the key here guys is to be in an online session that is nearly full of players. If you are not in a session that is nearly full of players, simply find a new session. I would say a minimum of 12 players is fine, and then what you want to do is press start, Then go to the Xbox Game Store and press A once. It will now put you onto this screen that says, are you sure you want to access the Xbox Game Store? Now you have to be really quick and really precise here guys. Press A to enter the game store, then hold down on the D-pad and select Trevor from single player as quick as you can. You have to be really fast guys, and if done correctly it will say, are you sure you want to quit the session? Simply wait on that screen for 5 seconds and then press A, and it will now start to transition you into another session. But before it completely does that, it's now going to transition you to the game store just before it puts you down into the session, as you guys can now see. So once it puts you into the game store, simply press B to quit from the game store, and it will now put you down into a glitched session. Now you may be frozen or you may be able to move around. Either way, what you now want to do is press start once again and go to the game store once again. Now this time when you do go to the game store and when you do eventually back out from the game store, it will then put you into an online session as Trevor from single player, and you guys are going to see the mini-map from online. You guys are going to be able to interact with all the online things from online, but you are going to be playing as Trevor. Now here's where the main part of the glitch comes into play. What you now want to do is make your way over towards the strip club, exactly where you parked your vehicle in single player. So go ahead and make your way over to the strip club. You will also need a friend to come and assist you for this part. So go ahead and invite a friend to your game and also have him meet you behind the strip club as well, exactly where the parking spaces were where you parked the vehicle. Now once your friend is over there and watching over the parking spaces, whilst you are also over there as well, you want to press start. Then go to the game store once again guys. I know you have to go to the game store a lot, but it's definitely worth it in the end up. But this time you will notice when you actually go to the game store this time and then you do back out from the game store this time, it's then going to load your single player data, which means when you go back down into that same online session, it is now going to load your single player car exactly where you parked it in single player. And once again guys, I do know there is quite a few steps to this glitch, but it is definitely worth it in the end up if you do want them DLC vehicles, or if you also want the pure gold tint, which you can't actually get until you are rank 100. Anyway guys, once you do spawn back down into the game, the vehicle has now loaded. You can't see it just yet, but your friend can. So go ahead and kill yourself. And then when you kill yourself, you will now respawn as your multiplayer character. And then you can go ahead and make your way back over to behind the strip club. And the vehicle is now there, which means you have successfully done the glitch. As you guys can now see, the vehicle is there. So I can go ahead and drive this around. And this is how to bring single player cars to online after the patch 1.14. Now that was part 1 of the glitch. Now part 2 of this glitch is how to store the vehicles in your garage, and it's slightly trickier than it used to be. There is definitely a working method guys. I tested it today and it worked, which means a new video is going to be coming to you guys very soon, preferably within 2-3 hours after this one, on how to store these in your garage. If we can try and get around 1,000 likes beforehand guys, that would be awesome, and I'll try to get that out to you guys ASAP, because I know a lot of you out there want to know a new insurance glitch, or rather the new store any car in your garage glitch after the patch 1.14, and that is going to be coming to you guys very soon. Anyway guys, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.
What's up everybody, Typical Gamer here with your daily GTA 5 news, and today I'm going to be covering in-depth details about the first of the 3 main characters in this miniseries, Michael. I will be covering Michael's storyline, skills, and special ability, as well as a few other interesting details. I will also be doing this for Franklin and Trevor, and they will be released tomorrow and Wednesday, so be sure
Hello everyone and welcome back, it's Declan here. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys an awesome unlimited money and unlimited reputation glitch all in one in GTA 5 Online, and this one is quite different to the normal glitches that you normally see when it does come to money and reputation, but nevertheless guys, this is one hell of an insane way to make money and reputation fast. Now kind of different money glitches you are going to start seeing on my channel. I did the armored truck one a while back, around 1 or 2 weeks ago, that you guys saw, where the armored truck keeps respawning over and over again and you can keep getting the money from that over and over again. Now this one is much better than that, and it is definitely a different type of glitch. So I hope you guys do go on to enjoy the video. If you do guys, all I ask is that you leave a like, maybe share it on your Twitter or Facebook and share it with your friends, as it really does help me out guys. And without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So in order for you guys to actually start this insane money and insane reputation glitch, the first thing you guys want to do is have a friend in the game, and that friend is going to be initiating the glitch for you. And basically I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do that right now. If you don't have anybody to do this with, make sure you comment in your gamer tags and your PSNs in the description down below and help each other out. So basically, the one person who is going to be initiating the glitch will need to go into an online session. Now the online session that he's in needs to be either full of players or nearly full of players. I would say around 12 or more players in that session is fine. And then once you guys have got that set up, what you then want to do is press start, then go to the game store and press A1, so it'll put you onto the alert screen that says, are you sure you want to access the game store? Now this part can be a little bit tricky guys, but trust me, as soon as you know how to do it properly, you should be fine to go. So as long as you are in a session that is nearly full of players and you have gone to the game store and you are now on this alert screen, you will need to be fast here guys. What you want to do of course is press A, and as soon as you guys press A, literally as soon as you press A to enter the game store, hold down on the D-pad and select Michael from single player as fast as you can. Now if you guys did that part correctly and you did it fast enough, it will say, are you sure you want to quit this session? So what you want to do of course is wait around 3 to 4 seconds on this menu and then press A. Now what should happen here is it should proceed to spawn you back down into another session. Now before it does that, it should transition you to the Xbox game store, and as soon as the game store does load up, what you want to do is simply hit B, and then it will proceed to spawn you down once again. Now like I did say guys, that part is the hardest part of the glitch. It can be a little bit tricky to do, but it shouldn't be too hard, and as soon as you guys get that part working, then you are fine to go. Now once it spawns you down, you should be frozen as Michael, or you may be walking around, but basically guys, what you want to do is press start once again, then go to the game store again, and this time when you go to the game store guys and you back out from the game store, you will be able to spawn down in as Michael into an online session. So basically you are now Michael from single player in an online session. Now once you guys do spawn back down into the online session as Michael from single player, you now have the ability to set an infinite bounty on somebody's head. So go ahead and ring up Lester, then place a bounty on one of your friend's head. Make sure that the 2 of your friends are in the game with you. Place a bounty on one of your friend's head. Make sure that it is the most bounty that you can. So I would suggest placing a $10,000 bounty on your friend's head, as that way the other person who is going to be killing your friend gains $9,000 and 2,000 reputation every time he kills him. Now this is basically how you initialize the glitch. When you place that bounty on your friend's head, that will be an infinite bounty until Michael from single player dies, or until the person leaves the game who is playing as Michael. Now that is the initial part of the glitch. You need one person to do this guys, and then as soon as you have placed the bounty, you can go ahead and go AFK while your other friend kills the person you place the bounty on, as you guys are going to see now. So this is the other perspective from the glitch in play. As you guys can now see, my friend Voy has now initiated the glitch you guys just saw me do at the very start. So he is now Michael from single player in an online session, and he is now going to place a bounty on my other friend's head, and that is going to be an infinite bounty, as you guys are now going to see. So he's now placed a bounty on my friend's head, and every single time my friend now respawns, he will respawn with a bounty on his head, as you guys are now going to see. So every single time I go back to kill him, I will gain $9,000 and 2,000 reputation, making this glitch absolutely insane. So as long as you have a person in the game who is Michael from single player in online, and as long as that person sets a bounty on somebody's head in that game, that person will have an infinite bounty on his head. So hopefully I am explaining things well enough. Like I did say guys, you do need somebody to actually initiate the glitch for you, which is a pain, but like I did say at the start guys, make sure you comment your gamer tags and your PSNs down below and help each other out with this. Take it in turns and grind this out, because this is probably one of the best ways to make both money and reputation together at the exact same time, and it's definitely an efficient way of making money, and it's definitely something different to the normal LSE methods that you see nowadays. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy. I want to give a quick shout out to Voy and Dio Rapids. Both of their links will be down in the description down below. They were a big help for me today, so make sure you go over and subscribe and follow them on Twitter. And without further ado, if you do have any problems, make sure to leave a comment down below, as this was really hard for me to commentate, and I hope you all enjoyed. Anyway guys, with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. It's Declan here, and today, instead of bringing you guys a brand new RP glitch, I thought I would go ahead and show you guys how to make your own. Yes, I said it, this video is going to be showing you guys how to make your own RP glitch, and this is actually the latest version I put on my channel. And if you guys want to see that in action, I will leave a link to that in the top right corner of the screen via annotation or in the description below. So this is basically the complete version, or the complete AFK version of the RP glitch that I did make the other day, the one where you don't even have to move when you spawn into the game. You can literally just stand there and get RP and then replay the mission, whereas with other capture jobs you did kind of have to move and then get into position. So this is the best RP glitch, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make it. So all I ask guys is that you leave a like on the video. Let's see if we can shoot for something well over 600 likes for this awesome tutorial. And with that said, let's begin. So guys, to start this off, the first thing you want to do is simply enter creator mode. You can do that by going into an online session, then pressing start, going across to online, and then going down to creator beta. Now the creator mode has been placed back into the game. For anybody who doesn't know, Rockstar did temporarily remove it yesterday, but it is now back into the game. Anyway, once you guys have spawned into creator mode, you want to select create a capture and then select content. Now I'm going to be trying to take you guys through this step by step, so hopefully you guys can understand this. But basically, once you are in the creator mode, you want to go ahead and press start, and then you want to select a location on the map that is very open. I choose the racetrack, but once you press start and go onto the map and you select a location, it will teleport you to that location on the map. So as you can see, I have now been teleported to the racetrack, and this is where I am going to be making the capture or the RP glitch. Anyway, once you are in a open enough location, the first thing you want to do is click on capture details. Now from here, you do need to fill in a few details related to the job itself. Starting off with the title, you can go ahead and name there anything you want, it doesn't really matter. And then the same for the description. Once again, this is your own RP job, so you can name these anything you want and then take a photo afterwards. Now as soon as you've done that, you are now onto the number of players and number of teams. Now this is down to personal preference once again. You need to make sure the number of players and number of teams is the exact same. So if you want this to be a 2-player job, then you will need to select the number of teams to 2 and the number of players to 2. Whereas if you want it to be a 3-player job, you will set it to number of teams to 3 and number of players to 3 also. Bear in mind though, whatever you select this to, say if you select this to a 2-player job, then you will need 2 players to start this game. Or if you select it to a 3-player job, then you will need at least 3 players to start the game. So just bear that in mind when you are selecting this option. So the next thing that you need to change is the team details. So all you want to do from there is go down to team details, then select team score, and then change every team's target score to 8 points. Make sure that every team's target score is set to 8 points, and from there simply hit B, and then you are pretty much done with the capture details. So hit B once again, and then go down to placement. Now this is where you're actually constructing the RP glitch yourself. So from there, click on place trigger and then select your trigger location and make sure that it is relatively close where you are going to be making the RP job itself. Now from there, go down to lobby camera and take a photo, and then once you guys have done that, go down to team capture points and then place a capture point for each team. So as you can see, simply place one down for team 1, then go across a little bit, then place it down for team 2, and then so on and so forth for team 3 and 4 if you are going to be using a 3rd and 4th team. Nevertheless, once you have selected the capture points, what you want to do is go up to team start points and then select team 1. Now here's what you have to do here guys, is simply place the start point anywhere you want, and then you have to pick it back up by hovering over the start point and then pressing A. That will pick it back up, and then once you guys have picked the start point back up, you want to take it straight over to the very center of the capture point. So as you can see, for team 1, select team 1 and put it directly in the center of team 1's capture point with the arrow pointing towards the right. And then you guys have to do that the same thing again for team 2. Once again, place the team start point down, pick it back up, and then place it directly in the center of the capture point with the arrow pointing towards the right. So as you can see, that little arrow there, make sure that it is facing towards the right. Anyway, once you have done that perfectly for each team, simply press B and then go down to capture objects. You are now at the last part of the glitch. As you can see, you cannot normally put the security case inside of the capture point. Now there is actually a glitch to do that, so what you want to do is simply place the security case down, then pick it back up by hovering over it and pressing A, and then once you guys have picked it back up, what you then want to do is take it over to the center of the capture point, as you can see right now, and you want to place it half inside the start point and half outside. Try to do it exactly as I do it here. Make sure that it is half inside and half outside of the start point, and to place it you need to press B. Now when you press B, it will glitch out and it will enable you to place the briefcase inside of the capture point. So now as you can see, the briefcase is inside of the capture point. It's also half inside of the start point and half outside of the start point. You want to do the same for each team. Once again, place the suitcase down, then pick it back up, then take it over to the team capture point, and then place it half inside of the center and half outside of the center, kind of like this. It is kind of hard to explain, so hopefully the video itself is self-explanatory. But press B to place it and it will glitch it out and place it exactly like so. Once again, this is really hard to explain, so I do apologize if it is hard to follow. Nevertheless, once you guys have done that, you have basically done the glitch, and all you now need to do is simply test it. So once you click test, you need to test it for team 1 to make sure that it's working, and as you can see, the briefcase is successfully glitching out and I am AFK. I do not have to move, which means it has successfully worked, and that if this race was, or this job, sorry, was actually published, then that would be giving me RP, as you guys are going to see at the end of the video. Nevertheless, once you have tested team 1, you then need to test team 2, just to see if it's working. Once again, as you can see, the briefcase is glitching out, and it is giving me, well, it would be giving me RP if it wasn't actually in test mode. Anyway, once you have successfully tested each and every single one of the teams and they are perfectly set up and working, you can then simply save or publish the job, and then you have successfully done the glitch. You can then access it via your jobs or bookmark jobs, and then you can do this with your friends. As you can see, I do have a pre-made one here just to show you guys, and each and every single one of you guys get a mad amount of RP. You gain a ridiculous amount of RP. This is by far the best RP glitch in the game, and I'm going to leave the tutorial there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you guys can now go out there and make your own RP jobs. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below, guys, for this awesome tutorial. Can we try and hit something well over 600 likes in this video? That would be awesome. And if you guys want to go ahead and follow us on Twitter, you can do that at 2dynamichd. We will always try to interact with you guys on there and keep you up to date on things like this. If you have any questions, make sure you ask us on there, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Anyway, with that said, I will see you all in the next video. What is going on, guys? It's Declan here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to store any vehicle inside of your garage and keep it insured. Now, I actually made a little video about this the other day, and it was at the very end of a 10-minute video, so I wanted to make a new video for you guys today just to explain it into a little bit more detail and show you guys how to do this perfectly. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Once again, can we try and shoot for something well over 500 likes? That would be amazing. And with that said, let's begin. So, starting this off, the first thing you want to do is get any vehicle that you want to store inside of your garage. This could be any vehicle. You can get the adder, the entity, any vehicle that you want, and park it just outside of your garage like so. Now what you want to do from there is have your friend watch over the vehicle. Now you can actually do this solo, but it is definitely better to have a friend in the game. It is almost impossible to do without a friend now. And yeah, it's a lot harder to do, guys, than the previous method. It does mess up a lot more. I think it took me around 3 tries to actually get this to work perfectly. But as you can see, I am doing this with a Z-type that I just brought in from single player to multiplayer. Now, if you guys want to know how to bring cars in from single player to multiplayer, I will have a link to that in the top right corner of the screen via annotation, as well as in the description below. Nevertheless, once you guys have spawned into your garage, what you then want to do is make sure that you have a job available to you on your job list. And if you don't have any jobs available, what you then need to do is either ring up Martin, Ron, Lester or Simeon and get a job by requesting one from them. Go ahead and request a job from anyone on your contact list. It doesn't really matter as long as you have a job available to you. Anyway, once the mission has arrived, what you then want to do is get into any vehicle that you are willing to sacrifice for the vehicle outside. So as you can see, I'm currently in a rat loader as I don't want this vehicle anymore, and I want to replace this with the car outside. So once you get into it, what you then want to do is bring up your phone, then go onto the job list, then press A once on any of the jobs that you have, and you will be put onto this screen. Now here is the tricky part, guys. You want to press A and RT at the exact same time. Now timing is absolutely essential here. Basically what you are doing is accepting the job and accelerating at the exact same time, which is A and RT on the Xbox and X and R2 on the PlayStation, I believe. Nevertheless, if done correctly, it should spawn you down into a mission lobby like so, and once you eventually do spawn into the lobby, all you want to do is simply quit. Now from there it should spawn you down into a glitched position inside of your garage like so, and then what you want to do is simply run up to the vehicle that you want to store in your garage and then sit inside the vehicle. Now wait until it glitches you back, and it should perfectly glitch you back like so, as you're going to see any second now. It will act as like you've just brought the vehicle outside of your garage, and what happens now is it has a tracker on it and you have now successfully got the vehicle. You now own this vehicle. It does have insurance on it if the vehicle inside you replaced it with did have insurance on it, and as you can see by the minimap, it now has a tracker on it. So that is how you do it, guys. You can do this with any vehicle, any supercars, and it can be tricky to do. Sometimes it may spawn you across the map. It did take me around 2 to 3 tries to actually get this to work perfectly, but trust me guys, if your friend is watching the vehicle, if you do spawn across the map, you can just come back to your garage and keep doing the glitch until it eventually works. And once again guys, this does work on any vehicles, things like the adder, the entity, even your friend's cars, and also cars that you bring in from single player to multiplayer. So I'm going to leave the commentary there, so if you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button down below. It really does help out. Once again, can we try and shoot for something well over 500 likes? That would be awesome. And with that said, I will see you all in the next video.